The power of making your own abundance tool. Tools don't create abundance. You do. But when you make a tool with intention, your energy becomes amplified. Across cultures, people created their own spiritual tools not because the object held the power, but because the act of creation awakened something inside them and the tool. When you craft your own abundance tool, whether it's this melt, a candle, a charm, or a ritual, you're not summoning anything outside of yourself. You're activating the part of you that already knows how to receive, how to expand, and how to move with flow instead of force. You're telling your spirit, I'm ready to participate in my own alignment. That's why these tools work. Not because they replace your power, but because they reflect it back to you, clearly and without distortion. The smelt isn't the source of abundance. You are. The melt simply amplifies the intention, the clarity, and the capacity already alive within you. Abundance flows to me, the creation process. You will need the following to create your own Abundance Flows to Me wax melt. 12 ounces of beeswax pellets, 2 tablespoons of organic, unrefined virgin coconut oil, 60 drops myrrh essential oil, 100 drops sweet orange essential oil, 80 drops lang lang essential oil, 1 teaspoon each of citrine, pyrite, and black obsidian, small pieces, 1 teaspoon money plant blossoms, and 1 teaspoon of lotus plumules. This recipe makes 6 large melts that can be cut into quarters for extended use. All tools and ingredients are linked in the description box. No sponsorships, no contracts, just what actually works for me. I do make a small commission if you buy through the links. The storage jars and cookie sheets can be found at the Dollar Tree. Step 1. Prepare your workspace, where alignment begins. Set up your wax warmer or hot plate in a well-ventilated area. Lay out your pot, stirrer, thermometer, and molds. Gather your gemstones and botanicals and pre-measure your essential oils. This is where abundance begins. Not in the wax, but in your presence. The abundance frequency doesn't open through force. It opens through alignment. Step 2. Melt the beeswax, the foundation of flow. Add 12 ounces of beeswax to your pot and melt it over low to medium heat, around 145 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Beeswax melts slowly on purpose. It teaches you to move with steadiness, not urgency, the same way abundance moves. Stir gently as it liquefies, letting the golden wax mirror the warmth, clarity, and flow you're calling back into your life. Keep the temperature steady, never above 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Too much heat burns the wax and dulls the oils. Flow doesn't come from rushing, it comes from presence. Step 3. Add coconut oil, softening the structure. Once the wax reaches 160 degrees Fahrenheit, remove it from the heat and add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. This softens the final melt and improves scent diffusion. It's the reminder that abundance doesn't require rigidity. You can be structured and soft at the same time. Step 4. Infuse the essential oils, breath of expansion. Let the wax cool to 135 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, the temperature where essential oil stays potent. Then add 60 drops myrrh, representing grounding, stabilizing, and anchoring, 100 drops of sweet orange essential oil for joy, optimism, and emotional openness, and 80 drops of lang lang for heart softening, receiving, and nervous system ease. Stir slowly, letting the scent become warm, uplifting, and expansive. A breath that says, I'm allowed to receive, I'm allowed to expand, I'm allowed to be supported. This is where the melt shifts from ingredients to intention. Step 5. Prepare the molds, Build the altar of abundance. Before pouring, prepare each mold like a tiny altar. Into each cavity, add 1 teaspoon of citrine for clarity and confidence, 1 teaspoon of pyrite for capacity and stability, 1 teaspoon of black obsidian, truth and release, 1 teaspoon of money plant blossoms, representing organic growth, and 1 teaspoon of lotus plume mules for emergence and alignment. These botanicals and stones don't just decorate. They anchor the melt in clarity, capacity, and natural expansion. This is where the melt becomes a tool, not because of what it looks like, but because of what you're placing into it. Step 6. Pour the wax, the first layer of receiving. Pour a thin layer of wax into each mold. This helps the botanicals settle and prevents floating. Let it thicken slightly, not fully set, just enough to hold. This first layer is like the first moment of receiving, subtle, quiet, but strong enough to support what comes next. Step 7. Add the remaining wax. Let abundance take its shape. Once the first layer grips the ingredients, pour the remaining wax slowly over the top, like flow filling a space that forgot it was allowed to receive. Pour with intention, knowing this tool is being built to amplify your alignment, not replace it. This is where the melt becomes whole, where the ingredients become a vessel, where your intention becomes form. Step 8. Let them set. Do not rush the flow. Allow the melts to cool naturally for a minimum of 24 hours. No freezer, no fridge, no rushing. Abundance opens in stillness, patience, and trust. Let the melts honor that. Once fully cooled, remove them from the molds and store them in an airtight container. They're ready for your next moment of choosing alignment, clarity, and flow. Thanks for watching. If something in this video resonated with you, honoring that with a like helps this work find the people who are meant to see it. And I'd love to hear your reflections in the comments. It's always beautiful to see how these messages land for different people. And by all means, share it with anyone you think might benefit. If you want to keep exploring with me, make sure you're subscribed. I share new videos every week, and each one builds on this journey in its own way. Please never forget, my intent is your ascent. See you next time.